Welcome to the Joseph Crudup Show. I'm Joseph Crudup. Today is Wednesday, March the 27th, 2024. Yes, we are counting down for the biggest thing ever here, the update on the Baltimore Francis Bridge and the story of Puff Daddy. And yes, it has. It just has to be on this rainy day Wednesday here in North Carolina. And boy, just where I like it the most. But then we're gonna take a look over the update. We're gonna have an update here about the Francis Scott Baltimore Bridge. Here's here's the report. Now there are 6 people missing after the collapse on Tuesday morning at 1:30 a.m. Now, just even imagine now, Mara Lazarus of I mean, really do not know what is going on, and really don't know what is happening here, folks. But it may have just, you know what. But anyway, let's go on to the ABC News, and it says in the wake of the collapse of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, England and infrastructure and policy experts explain the critical need for bridge reform in the United States and the international standoff for large cargo ships. The Key Bridge probably collapsed early Tuesday morning after a massive cargo ship collided with one of the bridge support columns, sending vehicles into the Potomac River below and leaving 6 unaccounted for, according to the officials. Now, investigation into the cause of both the collision and the bridge collapse is ongoing, officials said. What we know about Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, regardless, infrastructure and policy experts and director of the Cornell University Infrastructure and Policy Program weighing in on the infrastructure and safety of the Key Bridge. This disaster reveals how exposed Americans' critical infrastructure is to sudden and devastating incidents as well as international destruction, Getty said in a statement to ABC News. I think the bridge was not designed to take the force and the mass of an enormous cargo ship directly hitting one of the propellers, Gator said in an interview with ABC News. Pylons, or piers, are the critical long balancing components of cable support of bridge, such as Baltimore's Key Bridge, a 1.6-mile long continuous truss style bridge, according to Gaudis. More than prosthetic measures for bridge repairs include adding feathers, which are protecting systems designed to protect the bridge from vessels thrusting under or in the vicinity of the bridge, according to the U.S. Coast Guard. Fairings of the mobile bridge include dolphins, which are large, soluble walls filled with materials such as sand or concrete and infraction islands. Among infraction islands, and the pills made of the sinkhole that is protecting against wave and current action by almost slump protection, according to the Coast Guard. However, it is not yet known whether or not the Baltimore Key Bridge had fenders at the time of the crash. The Maryland Transporter Authority did not immediately respond to ABC News' request for a comment. Transporter Secretary Pete Boylan also weighed in on the bridge's ability to withstand a massive cargo ship collision Wednesday. What we do know is a bridge like this one completely in the 1970s was simply not made to withstand a direct impact on a critical support power from a vessel that weighs on about 200 million pounds. He said during a press relief, "Right now, I think there's a lot of debate taking place in the Galilean community about whether or not any of those features could have had any role in a situation like this," Butler added. The 984 feet long and 157 feet wide cargo ship operated by a Sunderland Marine Group and named Dow was moving at the speed of 8 knots or about 9 miles per hour when it struck the bridge, according to the officials. So it is a tremendous force that the bridge will have to be designed to abort, Crudup said, adding, "It clearly was not designed to take that." Construction of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge began in 1972. That was 52 years ago, and finished in March of 1977. That was 27 years ago. That was 55 years ago. Wait a minute. According to the Maryland Transportation Authority, the history of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, Mel Lunham, former president of the American Association of Civil Engineers, told ABC News that older bridges are not designed with the post-Panama Canal expansion ship alliance in mind. In 2016, the Panama Canal expansion project construction and pathways on both the Atlantic and Pacific ends of the canal that are 70 feet wider and 18 feet deeper to accommodate larger cargo ships. So it's interesting. Lemmer said because Baltimore's Key Bridge was created with smaller cargo ships in mind, it was in the quarter for what we see with ships today. Finland Colonies' low water levels could become headaches for customers. Power protection on large span bridges that have been built within the last decade are in line with what you're gonna need based on how heavy these new ships are, Lehman said. Lehman said the news of the Key Bridge collapse Tuesday, reminding her of the 1980 Sunshine Skyway Bridge collapse in Tampa, Florida, which she said was a very similar bridge and spawned a base standard for the poor protection in the United States. In May 1980, the MV Cement Venture throttle struck and supported beam on the Skyway Bridge, causing a major collapse that left 35 people dead. The now 44-year-old traction squad changes to the engagement of bridge that had been built since the according Limmer. 3 years after the Skyway Bridge incident, the U.S. Department of Transport and Federal Highway Administrator released a technical advice entitled "Power Protection and Warning Systems for Bridge Subjects to the Ship Collisions." In the 1983 advice, the agency noted it may be extremely difficult to restore some accident bridge pairs with protection systems. For this reason, it becomes potentially important to recognize the potential hazards from ship collisions and to local and design pops on new bridges in such a way that the risk of collisions are reduced to unacceptable levels. Baltimore's Key Bridge was constructed in 1977 and did not have to protect the power measures that bridge built in the decades since during this invasion. Unless you're doing a major retouching on any pieces of infrastructure, you don't have to bring it up the code. Lehan said, adding that the Key Bridge collapse is a wake-up call for better bridge instruction and reform. I think just like Sunshine Skyway was a wake-up call, I think this is the next wake-up call, Lehan said, adding, we're going to have to take a look closely at the results of what happened and then work on the plan so it never happens again. In June 2023, Delaware River and Bay Authority officials announcing the construction of the Delaware Marine Bridge Protection System. Our goal is to take a preliminary measure to prevent a commercial vessel from striking one of the bridge towers, which could cause significant damage to the bridge infrastructure and discrimination to international travel. Thomas J. Cook, Executive Director of the DRBA, said in a press release. The cost of the project is nearly $93 million, according to the release. Regardless hopes the devastation from the Key Bridge collapse will spawn great reform in America's bridge infrastructure safety. The real principle of the master container ship of the size running into the bridge front line, causing the bridge collapse, is no longer instructional, Gardner said. I think a renewed effort to expect and assess the state of a whole bunch of U.S. bridges will be the result of this incident. So that's what they said. It happened on early Tuesday morning. Early Tuesday morning, it was a mess. The cargo ship just lost power just 5 seconds ago. Then came back on 5 seconds ago, and then lost power again 5 seconds ago, and then came back on, and then what happened? And then what happened? It hit the bridge, and it just collapsed. But man, I don't blame the cargo ship about this, but what happens when it happened is it lost power and then it hit the bridge. And we got 6 people unaccounted on the water. 3 all vehicles. I mean, it's just a sad time here for us, and the rescuers try to do everything they can. And now it's raining up down here in Baltimore and Maryland, and it's just raining all over. So, anyway, thoughts and prayers go out to them and the families as well. Just can't do anything about it. So, anyway, you know what's happening here for us, you know what's going on. So, anyway, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. So, okay, let's go to P. Diddy. Now, Puff Diddy was a hip hop star, and it was what he is. But let's take a look at Sean Combs. What happened yesterday, and yes, it has. It is what it is, folks. Do you remember about this? Rob P. Diddy something did happen yesterday. Something did happen. So, here's go to express the the Indian Express. Now, look at this. Now, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security agents have opened an investigation of hip hop star Sean Diddy Combs, sourcing his properties in Los Angeles and Miami area. Agencies officials said on Monday. The corridor was laid by Homeland Security Investigations agents in New York, where a lawsuit was filed against Combs by a former girlfriend in federal court in November, accusing him of engaging in sex trafficking. Combs, 54, has said that he is innocent and that his accusers were seeking a quick payday. His New York-based lawyer, Ben Buffman, did not immediately respond to reporters' requests for comment. Television stations in Los Angeles carry around video footage showing HSI agents and other law enforcement authorities riding Combs' last name in the street in the city's upscale Homebody Hills neighborhood. Los Angeles News Service reports several people were detained outside the home, but it was unclear whether any arrest was made. Now, local news outlets report that federal authorities are also executing a search warrant at the Rap Morgan's Miami area home, where tourist footage showing off going in and out his prostitute on Miami Beach, Star Island, where agents seen carry a box of marijuana from the home. Combs' whereabouts during the raids were not known. Now, SSI spokesperson responding to the Reuters query said, early today, Homeland Security investigations, New York excursions law enforcement actions as part of the ongoing investigation with an assist from SSI Los Angeles, SSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. The statement did not elaborate on the nature of the investigation. SSI has a board just nothing into investigate the illegal movement of people, goods, money, tactically, and contrary into, out of and throughout the United States, including sex traffic. R&B vocalist Cassandra Venner sued Combs in federal court in Manhattan in mid-November, accusing him of suggesting her to physical abuse, sexual slavery, and rep. I don't know what's going on. I can't even say that to me. So this is what is happening here, folks. I mean, we all know P. Diddy was in trouble. So ain't no way I can say that, folks. So look, the whole thing that's P. Diddy, okay, it's all P. Diddy. I would never ever continue to do that. Nobody's gonna go there, for sure. And just like this, yes. And I see all this stuff going to happen. All this stuff happening here. Man, oh man. What is going on with P. Diddy? I really don't know what's going on. Now, during the whole order, a man by the name of Brendan Paul was arrested on Monday at Oak Local Airport as he was about to board a private plane with Diddy. The New York Post claims that this man is known as Diddy Drummer, but there is no confirmation whether these wheels were conducted due to this man's connections to drug trafficking. Still, conspiracy theorists run wild about the rap Morgan, but he still maintains his innocence and all of this thought a racist statement from his lawyers. Whatever they were looking for at both homes, it is quite possible they found something they are still not ready to reveal. It says, as far as Diddy's warehouse, the rapper was believed to have tried to escape, but there was confirmations from his lawyers later that it was the case. Simply, the arrest happened when the rap Morgan wasn't home. But but all these accusations, allegations, or something like that, still loom over his legacy. Whatever crimes Diddy committed, it does feel like the authorities are getting closer to the truth. The minute, what is he hiding? So I don't know what's happening for sure. If we look at this first, it's just and this is a situation, a very situation. So it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen, and I can even show now. I can even tell why. What P Diddy do, what P Diddy did, and everybody just keep praying for P Diddy. Okay. Okay, that's gonna do it for me, Joseph Crudup. A lot of stuff's going on. That's gonna do it for me. I'm Joseph Crudup, and I will see you tomorrow. Till then, take care, everybody. Peace out.